Hello Year 7 and welcome to week 3 of term 4. This is what we're going to be doing this week. So when you log on to Compass and you click on the Google Sites link, it should look something like this. So here you'll find the video, and then what we're going to do is click on the must do activities. I want everyone doing that. And the whole idea of today's lesson is to look at some types of data, look at some of the trends in what we looked at last week. We already know that interconnections is looking at how we are connected, so we're going to try and prove that, and the way we do that is by looking at data and obviously creating it, which we did last week, and then we're going to use our results to create a graph. So our first task says number 1 in blue, write a paragraph describing the results from the 2 pie charts above. What can we learn from the results of the 2 surveys? So there is your graphs that we want you to have a look at. You can obviously make that bigger. You just click on that and it will you can open that into a new window and have a look at that. So the first task we want to do is you to write a paragraph. Then next, this is where it gets a bit complicated, and this is where you're going to use your computer skills, because what you're going to do is to create a column graph of the results from last week on from task 1 on paper in Excel. You may select the question you will graph, and you've got to see the raw data table below. Step 1, add up the raw data to find the totals like before, like here. So what we're going to do, we are going to look at this raw data. You click on this little arrow here and you can see we've got our different questions, and what you need to do is to only pick one, and then we want you to tally the answers up. So what was the most common country? It doesn't matter what question you pick, it's up to you. And then we want you to graph it. Now there's a couple ways you can do that. You can use obviously Google, this Google function here, or you can use Excel as well. So it's up to you how you do it. You literally go to insert and click on chart. We're looking for a column graph. Or what you can do is once you've made your table, your tally, like here, you can then draw it on paper, and we're looking for a column graph. So when we draw a column graph, we're looking for obviously the countries at the bottom, the number of the countries going up the top, and then a title saying you know, answers from question 1, 2. If you're unsure how to do it, I've got a little flip video there of how to do it, so click on that and watch that. But that's what we like you to do. So what we've got here is 2 types of data. All the work that we did last week, where we're answering a questionnaire, which is a type of research method. It's a primary source of information, and this data is primary. That's really good geography data. It's pretty reliable because you guys probably wouldn't lie about something like that. It's pretty useful because it's helping us look at where things are made, and we can start making you know, assumptions. We can start looking at patterns of where our goods come from. So it's very reliable, it's very useful, and there's no bias unless people deliberately told us where things were made wrongly, but I doubt it very much. So there are different types of data, primary and secondary. Our primary is the work that we did last week, and the secondary data is our column graph that we're going to make this week. So it's going to be a bit confusing. I'll just go over task 1 again. Write a paragraph describing the results from the 2 pie charts on the left, and then create a column graph from the results last week. Remember, you are only picking one question. There's question 1, there's question 2, question 3, question 4, and so on. So don't think you have to do 11 different column graphs. So make sure you're doing that. The next task, you've got a simple Google Forms, and it is based on different types of data. So you might need to watch this video again because I've talked through different types of data, which will help you. And I've also talked about biased I've also talked about usefulness of data, and also talked about obviously being reliable as well. So that's all what we've got there. Then finally, we want you to watch that quick video about TNCs, or transnational corporations as they are called. And Nike is a really good example. It is a company that operates in more than one country across the world. What we want you to do is to write a paragraph, a detailed answer on how do they operate and how do they create interconnections across the globe. In your paragraph, list out 4 different examples of TNC. Nike is a TNC. McDonald's is a TNC. Hungry Jack's is a TNC. There's 3. See if you can get another one. And then finally, I've got an instructional video of how to write your tool paragraph. Once you've completed, make sure you click on the right class and upload your work. It's up to you how you do it. You can upload pictures of your written work if you've got pen and pencil, or if you want to use Google Docs, or if you want to use Word, convert it and upload it to the correct class. So that's the must do work. If you've got any problems, obviously on the Zoom, speak to your teacher. The should do task this week. And well done to those people who did the extension one. Some really good work, so well done to those people. Trade. Who invented the system? When did it start? Explain how it's changed. International trade. And we want you to complete 4 to 6 sites summary on the shipping container. It's basically the box that changed the world. So do a bit of research, and again, find your right teacher and click on the upload and upload your work there. All right, Year 7, I hope that explains what you need to do. Any problems, please feel free to email your teachers, and I look forward to seeing you in your Zooms. Thanks. Bye.